All right, welcome everyone to the Chad Harris After Party, and so far with us we have, of course, the guest of honor. Chad is with us, floating around somewhere. Mr. Mikey Famine is also with us. My good friend Michael Earhart is with us. Our resident lady Stephanie Holmes is with us. My brother from the other coast, Mr. Canadian Olliman, is with us, and from all the way across the pond, Dog the Almighty has joined us as well for this evening's after party shenanigans.
All hail the dog.
It's a long paddle, mate.
To be fair, Chad, you and I have got a hell of a lot in common.
That's true.
Well, story-wise, with the abuse and that, I was abused by the Catholic Church really bad. But
I'm sorry to hear that.
Well, no, I actually enjoyed it. When I got to the age of 10, I started to enjoy it. It was good to wind them nuns up. In Catholic school, wind them nuns up and just questioning the dogma, the idiocy of that religion, you know.
Oh yeah.
Indeed.
No, Neil, you can't knock it, mate. You know, you've got a guy in another dimension that had to become a ghost to visit the planet, to have sex with his mother.
Weird.
Because he had to give birth to himself.
So that he could forgive us for everything?
Well, no.
He was going to do.
No, he was there to tell us about the sins of his past, of the two original people who committed the original sin. He got the apple from a talking snake. In the meantime, a guy talked to a fiery bush who was 900 years old. A 750-year-old guy, you know, invented a zoo boat. And
slow down. I'm writing this down, Doug. Slow down. This is all good stuff. This sounds good. This is all good stuff here.
I feel like I'm being witnessed to.
And a guy lived inside a whale for a whole week, a live whale for a whole week. How can you not believe any of that stuff? What's up with you?
This is the Catechism of Dog.
I like how we started at the begining in the New Testament. We went back to Genesis, and then we ended up in Jonah or something, and that's the Bible.
Read Revelations. That is all over the place. And the book is well, my God.
He did it Tarantino style.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Kill Jesus. Volume 2.
How come they never read the part?
Shirts in the font of Kill Bill. They get so mad.
This is what I get. People say to me, you know, they say to me on Twitter and stuff, you know, Jesus is coming back. I said, how can he ever come back? The Catholics have been eating bits of him for every week for centuries. All that's left of that guy is a pinky toenail. If that,
the way he made the loaves turn into multiple loaves, he's made that toenail now turn into. There's so much toenail, and I don't know if you know this, dude. Toenails grow after you die.
That's true.
Ta-da! So his toenail's still going out there somewhere.
So Jesus is coming back as a massive toenail.
Just you wait.
Keep saying, here's a fucking stinky old toenail, and don't forget, Jesus had a big old foot fetish as well. He used to love washing and rubbing all into
fucking rub them fucking feet.
This video has just been stitched by Dan McClellan.
Imagine being his disciple. Come in, my child. I'm gonna wash your feet. Now I want to rub oil to Jesus. Yeah, I don't want to be in your gang anymore. This is creepy, mate. What's up with you?
You know how you can put a Google, what is it, the Amazon Alexa in the corner and have it talk to Siri? I think you could do that with Dog and Fern. you could put them in a corner and just let them go for
I think
hours.
so.
How
Yeah,
come they
there
never
was
read-
some guy in this basketball coach, I think, invited a ministerial sort of fellow to come on in and wash the feet of all the basketball players. And it's in court now. It's like, oh, you can't do that.
What the
Sounds
fuck?
normal to me. Sounds absolutely normal to me.
How did Jesus hide from the Romans? He was a 6'4", blue-eyed, blonde-haired white guy in the middle.
Yeah.
In the middle of, in the Middle East. How did he do that when the average size was like 5 foot?
And he spoke
must have had
English.
Ducking down between all the other people, all the other men wearing dresses. It's
He had
just,
Did you know Jesus was American?
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Actually, I've been Jesus the whole time. I've got the hair and everything.
There you go.
I did have a question about the basketball coach. Like, what kind of basketball coach are we talking? Like college, high school, or what was it?
I gotta look up the story, but I heard this on the news. It's like, what?
Yeah, you ever heard of like
do a little bit of research? I'll come back with the actual factuals on the whole case.
Yeah, I grew up in like weird Baptist traditions and everything, and we did hear about something called the foot washing Baptist. That was the whole thing.
Yeah. Sonia Hopeful
well.
just said that here. We had the foot
Can I
washing
ask
thing in our culture.
Stephanie a question?
Oh, yeah.
Because I've
Sure.
seen her stuff on transgender and stuff like that. Jesus
Oh, that one again.
is a product of female genes and ghost genes. Does that make
I
him
know where he's going.
intersex or trans?
That's
Interesting question.
I've seen this posited a bunch.
Well, it depends, I suppose. In my humble opinion, the genes have nothing to do with gender, and only tangentially a bit to do with sex, depending on how the genes are activated. You know what I mean? So, I don't know. I would pray on that. I would definitely take that to God.
No wonder Jesus had a foot fetish. Oh my God.
Also, I did find the story. Unfortunately, it was a high school, so I guess the coach gave them all pedo curs.
Oh, geez.
Oh.
You did find the story, though. I got looking for this.
You can't do your story on a night that you're going to make a joke like that, man. I'll tell you.
It is, though.
I mean, that's just
It is a sick thing.
weird. It is weird.
Yeah.
The most reluctant rim shot in all of history.
Boys, this afternoon, we're going to forget the ice bath. This afternoon, we're going to have foot washing by the priest. What?
Oh, it was a priest, so yeah, by default. Anyway.
Gross.
Yeah. Yeah, let me wash your feet. Yeah, Jesus, I don't want to be your gang anymore. I'm sorry. Nutter. You want to rub oil into what? and to be honest, I have to admit, like 2,000 years ago, or whatever, there was fetishes, there was gay. Well, it's in the Bible, it's all in there. Exactly what we live now. But this is what gives them the ammunition that evolution doesn't happen. As Ken Hovind will say, a pine tree will not give birth to a chicken because you're a fucking idiot, Ken. What is up with you?
I don't know why they think that. I don't know why they think one species is going to suddenly give birth to another species altogether.
Because it's easier to fight a straw man that doesn't exist than it is to fight the truth.
How dare you? There you go.
There is religious people now that go to zoos just to watch when pregnant apes or gibbons or orangutans, chimpanzees, whatever, are given birth, just to see and say that they haven't given birth to a human yet, and they don't understand evolution. That we didn't evolve. We didn't evolve from these. We evolved with these animals.
Yeah, they don't get that.
That's weird. Somebody standing there actually actively pushing the de-evolution of our brain at a zoo to try and what? That just confused the fuck out of me.
They don't get millions of years, but they get millions of dollars. They get that.
Millions of views on their
They
YouTube
don't get the
channels.
millions of years of how evolution works. They don't get that, but the millions of dollars they get. Because I want that money. So, as I said in the stream earlier, they operate these mega churches, operate in circus tents. I bet they do drive up in SUVs that, seat 40. These mini SUVs are seat 40. They're all multicolored. They've got wibbly wobbly wheels, and the doors fall off when they pull out. They've got size 90 feet, and they come out with buckets of confetti and custard pies. They empty the custard pies and confetti and make them into contribution buckets from the congregation. That's all they're about. They're clowns that basically just, I would say, osmosis from the gullible. That's how they get their money. And basically, they just suck it in from stupid people. But
you live across the pond. You live across the pond. At least the people that believe that tripe over in your country aren't leading your country.
You're right, Michael. Yeah, you are right.
No, they're just the advisors to the people that are running.
We still have. Obviously, we're still big on religion here. I would say just as big as you guys. We're just not as I think the American amendments. I think the freedom from religion one. People have just taken the piss out of that. That's why there's like 50,000 different types of Christianity in America that all disagree with each other. They're all wrong. Obviously, every single one of them are wrong. But we have the British part of it is the Anglican, and we do have our American religions over here. We have our Mormons and our Jehovah, all the door knocking religions that come. Will you accept Jesus? Then people that knock on your door and you say, "Look, fuck off, mate. Never knock here again."
Nice knockers.
We have that. Sorry, Chad. Go on. Sure, mate.
I was saying, speaking of clowns with a lot of money and everything, did anyone catch that tweet from the Ark Encounter a couple weeks ago? Apparently, they decided just out of nowhere, because, of course, no one asks these questions. The Ark Encounter just decides to answer the questions that no one wanted to know. They were talking about how Noah could have delivered fresh water across the Ark. And, their idea was that, there could have been reservoirs in the Ark that caught the rainwater, and then Noah could have delivered the water throughout the Ark through a simple system of bamboo spigots, or just simple copper piping. Like they had back in ancient Mesopotamia on boats.
Yeah.
Chad, where have you been living, man?
Oh, I'm in Alabama.
God did it. What was up with you?
Sorry?
God did it. He put all the animals into hibernation, including the ones that were not indigenous. Middle Asian, and like your koalas and your penguins and your polar bears, etc. But God did it anyway, because God is Almighty. He can do that.
Yeah,
and
you can bring koalas from fucking Australia.
Just because in the first year of opening, Ken Ham actually made an insurance claim for flood damage on his Ark encounter.
Oh yeah, that's true. That was pretty good. That was a good one.
Yeah, it doesn't mean anything to I've created an original Ark, yet you claim for flood damage.
So how did
many people don't know that Noah had flood insurance on the Ark?
Mm-hmm.
Fortunately,
he was able to float alone off of that.
Unfortunately, all of his insurance brokers were wiped out in the flood. So
Yeah.
It was underwritten by Leibowitz and Sons, wasn't it?
I don't know.
Leibowitz
and Sons. Come on, I had to make it anti-Semitic somehow.
Whoever insured the Titanic, they're like, oh, damn it.
Going Levi and Leibowitz.
That was Lloyd's. Lloyd's of London had that policy.
The moment when you realized that the Titanic was segregated and they wouldn't have black passengers.
There was actually Ark.
Neither did the Ark.
There's an Ark moored up in Great Britain. I think it's still moored up there now. Someone built an Ark, and they won't. The government won't allow it to leave because it's not safe to sail the seas or go anywhere. What makes me laugh is that this is America for you. I'm not dissing you guys whatsoever, but there is these people in America that allow, they keep. Especially like the MAGA side of things, they keep complaining about these infiltrations of people across the world.
That's my job. I bring in people from around the world to assault our political system.
Yeah, so you have a guy like Ken Ham who comes in, and who's that other one? Who's that one who hangs around schools and interviews young boys?
Hey, Ray Comfort, yeah.
I was about to say, I'm gonna keep it 100%, dog. I keep my mind on very interesting shit. Those guys don't even make like the top 3,000.
Absolutely not. But they get in because they're religious, and they're allowed to just get on with their scam. I mean, Ray Comfort. I mean, come on, he hangs around.
Incidentally, do you know who gave Ray Comfort his first platform here in the United States?
And Southern.
Bill Gothard, the guy who came up with IBLP. Yeah, he first got to start with the cult I grew up in. So yeah, we knew who he was before he was cool, and before he started giving atheist nightmares with bananas. Which, come to think of it, yeah.
Is Goddard still alive?
Yeah, did he come to
89 years old
with sweets or puppy stroking lessons or anything like that? Is that because that's all I see Ray Comfort? I just see him as some sort of paedophile. Well, I shouldn't. No, I can't say that. That's wrong. I do see him. He has a interest in going to schools and talking to young people to ask them questions or whatever gets his kicks. People get their kicks out of anything these days.
He's trying to recruit them.
Chad, is your family still involved with that stuff?
Yeah, they're still sympathetic to it. Like, they're still involved in fundamentalism in general. They're not so much involved with IBLP and specifically, but they don't think that Bill Gothard did anything wrong, and they don't think that IBLP is a cult. So they're not very happy with me right now. But I mean,
well,
they do things I don't like either.
Are your siblings following the same course? If they have kids, are they doing the whole IBLP thing?
Yeah, my oldest sister had 9 kids, and she homeschooled all of them. They didn't stick with IBLP, but they still kept a lot of the teachings. My other siblings who have kids and everything, they've either homeschooled or sent their kids to like Christian school, like very conservative ones and such. So even though they didn't like stick with the cult, they still use a lot of the resources that we took from it. Yeah,
still in the web.
Yep. Yeah, because honestly, like Gothard and IBLP like touch a lot of fundamentalism, And, like, for example, their most famous diagram was the umbrella of authority, which you're probably going to see from a lot of your Christian friends on Facebook.
Right.
And it's like this 3-tiered umbrella that shows like God up here on the first level, the man or husband of the family on the second level, and the wife with the kids under her on the third level. And that actually came from the IBLP. That was one of Gothard's teachings that if you stayed under the umbrella, you wouldn't get hit by the fiery darts of Satan or whatever the hell. Which, to me, I look at that and I'm like, that's the shitty umbrella design, because why would you need 3 fucking tiers on an umbrella,
Because Trinity, that's why.
Exactly. Oh, good point. Well, there was also an unseen upper level above all that where Gothard considered himself above everybody else. So there's that.
Well, he's the rainmaker.
I'll check your Twitter.
Uh-oh. What'd you do?
Can I go back and answer that early statement from Mark Caesar?
What's that?
We are so non-religious here in Australia, yet almost 50% of people could relate to a religion in the latest Gallup poll. That's frigging weird. Most of the people who identify themselves as a reincarnated Jesus have their cults in Australia, and there's over 2,000 of them. Not in Australia, but all over the world. There's over 2,000 reincarnated Jesuses in the world. That's a fact. That's not a statistic.
Pretty good.
It's low, the rare.
I was promised your own personal Jesus. Someone who hears your prayers, someone who cares.
Well, yeah, but the Jesus of today
That's code in there.
And a pretty glossy video too.
German car drives a top of the range Mercedes or whatever.
Listen,
that
I
is the
need
Jesus
this
of
jet
today,
because Jesus could be coming back any moment. Hence
And
the
he
jet.
might need a lift.
But most of them are all concentrated in Australia, believe it or not. They are.
How many Jesuses are in Australia?
Well, there's flat Earth Jesus. That's for sure.
I believe it's about 1/3.
They're 1/3 Jesus. That makes sense.
And the rest of the world, obviously, mainly America. There's a lot in America. There's a lot all over the place.
Several
These
thirds.
people that say
Well,
all they do is just
5 to 6
roll
thirds.
on. I think this is Neil's goal.
I mean, there's that
Neil
guy.
is going to become
He's gay.
I was about to say, Jagasis is on our side, okay? So.
Right.
Yeah.
One for the good
There you
guy.
go.
Neil's goal is just to eye up everyone on the atheism, and he's going to become a Jesus. He's growing the hair and the beard and whatnot. He will be able to cure the blind soon with his Lego fingers and whatnot. he can do all of that. That's his goal at the end of the day. You can't.
I don't want to convert
I love
anybody.
you, lost man. I'm not dissing you at all. I'm just taking the piss out of you. But yeah, there's just.
Hey, let me in here.
Does anybody ever had a possession?
Dog, put the mic down. You're hogging the mic. I've been trying to get in here 10 minutes. You back off. Let me in here.
You've been watching Star Trek. On the
How
other screen.
dare
What's up
you?
with you? You don't even look in the camera.
How
Now
dare
you're looking
you?
in the camera. You be watching Star Trek on the other screen.
Playing Galaga, thank you.
Hopefully next generation.
First off, who's playing Star Trek? Get your shit together here. First off,
I don't
know
know.
what you're accusing me of. Pick a crime first, sir.
What are you looking at then?
First off, pick a crime. Second off, we gotta get to know Chad. This is Chad's welcome set.
No.
So we gotta talk to Chad. We can't be mired into the goddamn Jesuses of Australia.
I thought this was a.
They get enough airtime, damn it.
What about the Jesuses of Tanzania?
Party.
It's a party.
The goddamn Jesuses of Australia sounds like the best ska band ever. Okay, let's just
Absolutely, that's right.
They all have pink checkered ties. They all have pink checkered ties that they must wear.
yes.
And vests. Pink vests. They spray paint their instruments pink.
The world sucks, and I got a trumpet.
I love me some ska.
Right.
Ska makes me feel happy on sunny days. But then if it's like winter time, if you play me something ska, I'm like, if you don't turn this happy ass bullshit the fuck off, anybody try to fucking hear this dumb shit as soon as the sun comes out. Hey, I like.
Do you know where you can play ska in the winter? Australia.
No, you can't say
And we brought it full
You can't say that. That's just.
Oh man, that was a very northern hemisphere focused thing. But yeah,
I'm jealous of the southern hemisphere because I've been stargazing a lot more lately, and dude, it sucks up here on the northern hemisphere. You can't see shit. You can't see fuck all up here.
What are you talking about?
Mars is like
up here.
Lots of stuff up here.
No, they got better shit, dude. They got way better shit. Way better than fucking planets. Planets are cool. Fucking nebulas are better. We got shit for nebulas, dude.
We get shit.
Fair enough, but I'm talking naked eye.
They can see the whole center of the galaxy, bro.
I'm talking naked eye stuff.
Yeah, we're getting ripped off
when
here.
you're walking home from the pub or whatever, and you would see a massive orange star, and you would think, is that Jupiter or Mars? And then you look at your stargazer thing on your phone, you point it at it, and you say, oh, it's fucking Mars. Mars is prevalent in the night sky at the moment.
I know stars. I am a star watcher. That is not I know. I can spot it even without my contacts in. I know them. They're boring. There's 3 or 4 of them. They got a whole ass like swath of the sky that is like lit up. We don't get that shit.
I just sit there with my knees chattering while I sit there and look at Andromeda headed right at us.
Oh, don't worry.
Yeah.
You'll be very, very dust by the time that happens.
No, but I can still sit there with my knees. I can still be sitting there with my knees chattering, going, "Wow, that's going to be cataclysmic."
Mike,
I saw the International Space Station for the first time with the naked eye the other day. That was fun shit.
It was cloudy here. I was fucking pissed. It was like a month ago, right?
Yeah.
You can see it every day. If you know when to look, you can see it every day. It goes by every like fucking hour.
It's cloudy or daytime a lot of the time.
That's true.
I miss it because my phone, the phone chirps, and I'm like, oh great, the sun's at fucking high noon. Let me just fucking poke out and look and see the ISS and blind myself for 1,000 years.
Break out your ham radio.
I reckon when the Milky Way and Andromeda collide,
we're already colliding there. They think now.
The first place they'll destroy is our logo.
Okay, listen. I got some interesting news for you. Space is huge. Okay, our galaxies are huge.
Like 2
Even if we merged with Andromeda, we wouldn't even notice it happening.
How can you not want Trump's primary home destroyed first?
See, remember that? Hey, dog, after party, remember? After party.
Hang on.
That's all right. I mean, that floor will be underwater soon enough.
That's
so.
true, yeah. It'll already be there. Yeah, we're done.
Yes,
I think our star's going to blow up.
Aquaman will be the real estate broker, you know.
I think our star's going to go red super giant before Andromeda gets to us, though, right?
Yeah, something like that.
Yep.
Because that's on the level of like hundreds of thousands of years as opposed to like millions.
Speaking of which, I heard about
fix that.
Our sun's not due to go red giant for another 5 million years or so.
Set your clocks, people.
Billion.
Don't be caught unawares.
Billion, not million.
Yeah, there was this guy on TikTok who
Yes,
recently
billion
went from he went from atheist to theist and everything because he thought people were being really rude about the whole fine-tuned universe argument and that they wouldn't consider other possibilities. I'm like, dude, galaxies are like flying into each other and shit. It is chaos out there. We're
there's no
getting hit by Andromeda.
fucking-
Like there's no fine-tuning happening here. Like
How come we can't breathe in space? How come we could die from radiation in space? Like, it's not
son, yes, that's cancer.
The universe is generally hostile towards human life. I mean, it's not
life in general.
What is up with you guys? Have you ever seen these acts that spin plates? God is literally spinning plates around the universe.
Oh,
He
I
can't
see
keep
that
up.
on
He's
top
one
of the
guy.
stick.
He's on his own, according to the Christians, but they ignore the other 96 gods that are mentioned in the Old Testament.
Yeah, and the one that beat him up, Shamash. He had his ass kicked by Shamash, by the way.
My God's bigger than your God.
Jacob grabbed him by the nuts. That's
true.
Good.
Wow. Go Jacob.
I didn't even hear all that.
Apparently, the outer layers will consume Mercury and Venus and then reach Earth. So, yeah, unfortunately, Mercury Lago will still. Well, it'll go first, and then Venus Lago, then Mar-a-Lago.
Mercury Lago.
Then Mar-a-Lago.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah, Earth-a-Lago.
Then Mars-a-Lago.
Cockroaches.
That's just going to be a thing. Yeah.
Mars-a-Lago.
Cockroaches will be the last thing alive.
But Chad, you're not including the MAGA god into that equation.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, he'll say Mar-a-Lago and leave the other Lagos. Pluto Lago will be saved because Pluto is no longer a planet. So
Pluto's going to be looking like a real good spot to really settle down once, the gas giants get weird when the sun gets big. We're going to need a little oasis planet right on the edge of all that chaos. And then
just
Pluto's
covered
our
in ice.
home.
Yeah.
Pluto's our
Wasn't
background,
Chad-
actually.
That's
So
true.
get used to it, guys. That's where you guys are all going to live.
To be
Wasn't
fair, if it
Chad
wasn't God, I would have
To
a
be
condo
fair.
on Pluto now.
Wasn't Chad the Pete Davidson skit where he was like, "Yeah, what's up?" It was like one word. I think
That's pretty much my contribution to the atheist community. Hey, what's up?
Same.
Yeah, what's up?
That's good. That's a great contribution.
I think my addition is by subtraction. Like, I don't say a lot of shit, and that is helpful to the atheist community.
Well, the amount of drama that goes on in the atheist community
Word.
is just, yeah. Try and
I was
stay
under the
away.
impression that the more shit you say about the things you don't know about, the better off the community in general is. I'm kidding.
Oh yeah, no.
What I find humorous is the number of theological arguments that go on in the atheist community.
Oh
It's
my
like,
God, it's
wait a minute,
nonstop.
hold the phone.
They have Bible study every fucking night, you goddamn atheists. Fuck.
What? Okay.
Every night I gotta
I
fucking
don't
read the
understand.
Bible with y'all. Leave me alone. I left this shit. Chill, bro.
I still swear to
Aaron
God,
does on his channel.
Talk bollocks.
you don't have to get that far into it. You don't have to go any farther than Darwin.
Channel. That was Matthew
Sorry, go ahead, Doc.
28:30.
Hey,
I'm sorry. I had to stop this argument quickly. So I did.
Have fun. We're gonna have fun.
Just
Damn it.
enjoy yourself. Try
Damn
that.
it. We're gonna make fun of Ollie and we're gonna enjoy ourselves. Damn it.
Yeah, of course.
Fun of volley.
Hot knife yet tonight.
Yeah, where's your hot knives? You're still muted from laughing from the video I sent you. Yeah, he's pretty high already.
I did some right
He's
before
not-
I came in, dude.
Oh yeah, he's good. Never mind.
Yeah.
Hot knives achieved.
Yeah.
I should go head to head with Chad with the abuse he receives and what I receive.
No, that's not a
Yeah.
after party. God damn it, dog! You're gonna be cheerful.
I
Mark,
Thank you,
fuck
Jeff.
in the chat. Hey, Mark.
Oh my God! Hey, fight!
Ooh.
I'm taking.
That's like my favorite thing ever. Like abuse comparisons. It's awesome. You should see me and my counselor. You're like, oh yeah, well when I grew up, no.
It's like the scene in
Everybody
Jaws where they're showing
remember-
off their
I was
bite
never
marks.
sexually abused, though, Chad. I was never sexually abused. I was beaten to shit by
Oh, same,
priests and
yeah.
nuns, but
Does anyone remember Ian Dury and the Blockheads?
oh, mate, my favorite band.
Reasons to be cheerful, part 3.
I remember him when his band was called the Kilburn High Roads. And now I'm a
Giraffe.
paraplegic. Now I'm paraplegic.
Giraffe?
I get the song. I get the song now. Spasticus autisticus. You heard that one from him?
It's the final countdown.
Have you ever heard Spasticus autisticus?
Final countdown.
Oh, Chad, you got to answer the.
Stephanie.
Chad, you got to answer the age-old after show question.
Yes, I do recall that. Yes.
You get a time machine and 2 tickets. Any concert you want. Where do you want to go? Who you gonna go see?
Hell yeah. Let's see. That Queen concert that Freddie Mercury did that basically
Live
brought
Aid.
down the house. Hell yeah, Live Aid. Yep. I want to see that one, and I also want to see I want to see that Ghost concert in Huntsville, Alabama that I missed last year because I really wanted to go to that, but Dragon Con was at the same time.
Decisions. Decisions.
I'm a huge convention nerd. Like seriously, like Dragon Con is my pilgrimage every year. Yeah, the one nice thing about living in Alabama is I'm 2 hours away from Atlanta, so
Yep.
I can just zip over there anytime I need. And Dragon Con, which is like the biggest fan run convention out there, that's like my big thing every year. 70,000 nerds, downtown Atlanta, 5 hotels, no mercy. Like it is just straight up 24 hours a day for 5 days. It's amazing. And I actually got to help host a panel there this year with Eve Was Framed, so that was fun.
Oh no way!
Are you a
He's awesome.
tabletop gamer?
Yeah, I don't really do it so much at the con because there's just too much fucking stuff to do.
Right.
But yeah, I do play some D&D 5th edition and board games when I can. I did do some board gaming this year with the moderator for our panel, so that was fun.
Cool.
Ooh, so you're like a lanyard guy at Gen Con.
There you go again.
Oh yeah, pretty much. I haven't been to Gen Con yet. That's on my list, but yeah, one of these days.
Oh, what did I say? Gen Con instead of Dragon Con?
Oh yeah, you said Gen Con, but Dragon Con is just like, yeah, that I've been going since 2009, and I was still technically I'm sorry?
The cosplaying blows me away.
Oh hell yeah. And every year it gets more and more complex. Like
Yeah.
I've seen like full on automated Iron Man suits. This year we had this one girl who had the most obscure ass costume I've ever seen, but it worked. It was the music box dancer scene from Chitty Chitty Bang Bang.
What?
I shit you not. She had like this little platform with a spinning disc on top. She would stand on it and she would do the entire dance and routine and everything like a music box
Oh
dancer.
wow!
It was amazing, and she nailed it. Like to me, she was the best costume of the convention this year.
That's phenomenal.
What's the most cursed costume you've
Nice.
seen?
I mean, I've seen so many variations on Deadpool that it's just like at this point, if there is a Deadpool variation, I've seen it.
Spider-Man.
There was one year where 2 people got kicked out for dressing up like the Twin Towers on 9/11. There was
my God.
Not even kidding. That happened.
Oh.
People also like bring weird shit like bagpipes and everything, which when we get the inevitable Christian protesters, they'll usually go out and try to drown them out with like bagpipe shit and everything. That's
Love that.
yeah, it's amazing. My costume this year was if anybody's ever played Age of Empires on the PC.
Long time ago. Yeah.
Yeah. I went as the priest unit, you know, the wallalo guy. And I would go around like I was dressed in blue, so I would go around like putting blue stickers on people to convert them. And it's funny because at one point I was doing that. Yeah, I was dressed in my full regalia and I was doing the wallalo thing, and someone passed away like, God's not real, idiot. And I was like, if you only knew who you were talking to.
It's called satire, dum dum. Move along. Move along. I'm not the George you're looking. I'm not the George you're looking for. Move along.
Like, and come see my panel on the skeptic track in 2 days. That would be great.
As you mansplain Jesus to me.
I recently watched a show on Galaxy Quest.
Oh yeah.
And not the film. The film was basically awesome. It was all about the fans. But
the best Star Trek movie ever.
Why not? It took the piss out of all the genre, but got it right. But it was just aimed at the fans. And there's actually a convention now, or what do you call it? Comic-Con out there.
Oh yeah.
With that does this Galaxy Quest thing, and these people dressed as I can't remember what the aliens are called that help them, the mirror, but they'll dress like them and we love you, all that sort of stuff.
That's amazing.
Fascinating. And I thought, wow, people are gullible and stupid, and they have dreams and whatever they want to make their lives better, whether it be dressing up as in Comic-Con and doing their stuff and
cosplay, yeah,
makes us unique. But also look at the sad side of life is that many people are stuck in their ways and will never change.
True, but I mean, hey, at least we get some pretty cool cosplays out of it.
Absolutely, cosplay, that was the word I was looking for. People will never, ever, ever get that. I get it. I think it's quite. It's great to play at. Why not? It's the normal people that can't be an actor. Let's play acting in another way, in a genre that they are accepted in. Why not do that? I find that fascinating and great that the world does that to people, especially America. They mainly there. We have it. We do not have it here.
Oh yeah, you do. You got tons of UK cosplayers, dude. Tons.
Yeah, we do, but we don't have
greats.
Totally do.
There are some who cosplay as like these like really old like monarchs and shit and everything, and they like live in a palace and oh shit, that's your actual royal family. Never mind.
I was just about to say the exact same thing.
We're on the same. Yeah,
you got King Charles.
Right around in a coach of gold, like +3 to opulence. I don't know.
The typical ex-Catholic attacks the British royal family. There's hatred in that. You still have the hatred there, dude. What's up with you?
Oh yeah,
it's just went past Guy Fawkes Day. What do you want?
Just know it's always your fault.
Yeah.
Don't question it. You did it.
I know
it was you.
America is Britain's fault.
Yes, you're the reason this is all happening.
Absolutely. America.
You're responsible for the NFL draft.
Yes,
I apologize right now.
America's a Britain. America's a Britain. It's a good idea that got out of hand.
It's a bad idea. America's a terrible idea. It's one of the worst ideas on the planet. Worst experiment ever. Imagine how much greater the world would be if America never ruined a continent.
Above that you don't celebrate Great Britain Day. You celebrate Columbus Day, a Spanish person. Blame him.
Columbus Day is canceled, by the way.
Is it?
Yeah. We don't rock with Columbus. We said fuck you.
Well done.
People's Day.
That guy was a megalomaniac.
The only reason that the holiday stayed as long as it did is because it was used when people talked about getting rid of it. It was used as an anti-Italian slur. Like they wanted to take it away because it was the Italians, not because Christopher Columbus was just a total piece of fucking garbage.
Bring back Great Britain Day and accept your language.
No. You don't get nothing. You don't get nothing.
Great Britain Day. What the
fuck? You don't get a day. You're lucky you won't run over there and give your ass some freedom. Keep talking.
Wait. You have some oil you're not telling us about?
Yeah, you don't have nothing on the island we don't know about, do you?
Mikey, you're not
looking
at it the right way, dude.
I do love
give them their day.
Great Britain,
just give them their day. Enjoy an extra stat holiday. Just give them their day.
All I say is, what language do you speak?
American.
That's Dutch.
Like we celebrate the Queen's birthday, right? We have a stat holiday for it and everything.
Ali will celebrate anybody's birthday. He loves cake and ice cream.
We have a stat holiday for it and everything, though.
He loves
Victoria
birthday
Day.
parties.
Yep.
Big birthday party guy, Ali. He's been
wait.
for years.
Hold up, Neil. Y'all still celebrate Queen Victoria's birthday?
Fucking right.
Yeah.
It's an excuse to have a fucking
done.
day off.
They said we're getting this day off, man.
That's amazing.
We never really celebrated on her birthday. We just throw it on the Monday that's closest to her birthday, right?
Yeah, that's right. It's one of the floating birthdays.
It's what she would have wanted. Damn it.
Hey guys, she's passed away. We got to get rid of the holiday, all right? You would do this to us while we're in mourning?
That's actually an anti-Italian slur to get rid of Victoria Day. Like,
why are you trying to erase Italian heritage by getting rid of her birthday?
As Al-Muri said, we're divided by a common language and a fucking big ocean, thank fuck.
Well, yeah, English is the language, of course, but
I have a different dialect.
It's just
there's too many
evolved
Z's
over different areas.
There's too many
same
Z's.
in Australia, same here in Canada,
Realize it's got a Z in it.
y'all, I'm living proof of how English can get fucked up. Okay, like I'm in Alabama. Like we. And plot twist: I was actually born in England. So I thought shit about it too.
I've seen that film, Wrong Turn.
I found out through 23andMe I'm a quarter British.
Oh God!
Like straight up England. Like not. Oh, you're from the UK. No, from Kent, motherfucker. I was like, oh shit, they got the neighborhoods in here. What the fuck?
Your ancestry comes from this specific address.
Right. The postmark.
Absolutely. Why not?
It was a passionate night.
Oh God. Delete.
You call it the War of Independence. We call it the British Civil War. Over land.
They'll even tell you the position. Okay.
Right.
I have to admit, I'm English.
If I got all that other information, tell me the position. Fuck it, just tell me at this point. Just go. I don't care. I'm already
the retrograde wheelbarrow.
Oh no! Standing up in a rowboat.
I have to admit, I have visited America and Canada. My ex-girlfriend lives in Alberta. Many times.
Sorry.
Alberta beef.
That continent,
Canada. What the fuck?
That continent, whole continent. I've visited South America as well. Is Be the most beautiful terrain and eclectic terrain on the planet. America itself it's vast compared to our tiny little square of a.
You haven't been to BC, have you?
Huh?
You haven't been to British Columbia, have you?
No.
We've got a pretty eclectic landscape here as well. That's why they like filming up here. That's why Hollywood came up here.
There's great mountains. I know
we got mountains, a city, a desert, fucking snow areas. We got it all right by the water.
Forest, jungle.
Yeah. Yep. But on a scale of 1 to 10, how much of that does Ryan Reynolds actually own?
Yes.
Probably like
7. 7. The other 3 is still Crown property.
He owns a British.
Vancouver is brought to you by Mint Mobile. Anyway,
that continent is eclectic. I've been all over it. And
have you been to Prince Edward Island?
I think, it's beautiful.
Oh! I have a story about Prince Edward Island.
Also, when I stop,
what?
Talk to people. Then
you better be careful. You better be careful.
Ollie, hush. Let's hear a story. Tell us about PEI.
Okay, so one of the few movies we were allowed to watch in the cult was the WonderWorks version of Anne of Green Gables, right? Which is set on and filmed on Prince Edward Island. And of course, me being the young, horny 13-year-old I had a huge crush on the actress Megan Follows. Guess who shows up to Dragon Con in like 2017?
No.
Megan Follows.
And yes, she shows up. I went to go get her autograph, right?
You ran away.
And I'm sorry?
And you ran away. That's what I did.
Oh, no,
she ran away.
So I would have run. I would have run in the opposite direction at top speed.
Oh yeah, she should have, but she was so sweet. Like one of the nicest people I've ever seen. Like that whole Canadian politeness trope and everything. She had that. She had practiced. Anyway, so I go up to get an autograph or whatever, and I was just like, Miss Follows, I just want to let you know that I watched your Anne of Green Gables and Anne of Avonlea like every month. You're like my first crush. This is so cool. And she was just like, "Oh, you're so sweet," and I'm going, I don't know the words down. So she gets up to take a picture with me. Yeah, she gets up to take a picture with me, and she was just like, and I told her like my older brother was like into her too, and she was like, "Well, where's your brother?" I said, he's he doesn't come to these things. She goes, "Well, let's give you something to send back to him," and she plants one right on my cheek for the picture, and I'm just like 12-year-old me high-five myself so hard. Like internally I'm thinking, don't fuck this up, just stand still and smile, but when I walked away I was just like, yes.
No sudden movements. Don't want a spooker. don't want
At that moment I realized I could die and I've accomplished everything I've ever wanted to have in life.
Nirvana has been accomplished. I am an enlightened being. What would you like to know about the other side?
That really is great.
That's cool. That's cool.
Oh, I'm terrified of meeting any celebrity.
Yeah. Oh, I have booth anxiety like something terrible. When I went to American Atheist Convention, like I just about freaked out at meeting the scathing atheist guys. It was just like,
you were on their show too, weren't you?
I was.
Yeah. I've had, of course, it was pre the issues he's been going through lately. Like he had a heart attack, right?
Yeah, I hate that.
Yeah, it was horrifying. I was like, "Fuck, Noah. I hope you're all right, man." But
who?
Yeah, he's been on the show. No Illusions.
Oh,
yeah, he's on. He is like the nicest guy.
Seriously. Oh yeah, and his wife too.
Yeah. Oh yeah, both of them. What scared me half to death at American Atheist, like Anna Bosnick recognized me before I saw her, so that like threw me even more off. So when I got to their thing, I was just like, "Is anybody else going to?" I'm like, "Okay, hi guys,
howdy partners, I'm one of you."
I too am atheist person. Hi.
I do want to get Bosnick and his name just escaped me.
Heath Enright?
Yes. I want to get them both on the show. But
I was going to say Rob Schneider.
No, fuck him.
Oh, you can do
yeah,
it.
that's right. He's an asshole now. That's right. Damn it, Rob. You weren't great at acting. We were letting you slide.
Chad,
Yes.
you know when you were getting abused by your oppressors at the time, did it make you more I was only a kid when it happened to me, but it made me more aggressive to ask more questions. And it sort of made me, I don't know, I'm not a martyr, but I got enjoyment out of it. Did you ever get any of that?
I mean, I wouldn't say I got any enjoyment out of getting beaten as bad as I did. I will say that
because of the beating, did your questioning? Did you look at more questions and work them out yourself? That you had
more so after the fact. Yeah, I would say that after I became an adult and I got out on my own and I was able to look at what other people have been through and then compare it to my experience. That was when I finally said like, hey, none of this matches up, because keep in mind, like I from like age 3, like all this stuff really just continuously happened up until the time I left home. So it was my normal. I was like, oh, well, everyone goes through this. And then when I got out on my own and I started learning more about, some of the terrible things that happened, and I compared it to, what I saw normal people, quote unquote, who like grew up without that kind of abuse. And then I compared those stories to the people who have been through so much worse and everything, and what I've been through. I was like, oh, there's something desperately wrong happening here. And the questioning happened when I had more of a perspective of how the rest of the world worked. Does that make sense?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I mean, I was lucky that I was living in an age where Catholics were killing their children.
Terms of service warning. Terms of service warning. Be careful of the words that you say.
Yep.
Well, I don't know. We can go to the Canadian Indigenous. We can go to the Magdalenian laundries of Ireland, with over 536 graves were found of young people.
Hey, dog. Hey, dog.
Hi.
We're in the after party, man. Come on, man.
I know. Anyway,
do we have to talk about that right now?
I actually got a kick. I was only 10 years old when I got expelled. I didn't get killed by them, but I got expelled. But I actually got a kick just reading the Bible and just the nonsense in it, the inconsistency. I mean, how can God invent light twice in the first sentence? He invented light, and then he invented the sun. How does that happen?
Yes.
Exactly. Yep.
Very carefully.
I used to like asking all of that, and yeah, I was beaten terribly in my school, but I enjoyed it. It got me to a point where I just wanted to, pressure these people into their, their doctrine. I just wanted to pressure them to answer me, and I got expelled in the end and not killed because we're in the after party. But yeah, it was great. I loved it. It was probably the most enjoyable time of my life was questioning doctrine. But I've suffered ever since, mentally, obviously. That's the way life is, I suppose. Once that religion's under your skin, you can never get rid of it.
Well, I've done a pretty good job of ruining yeah, I mean, and that's why therapy is a thing.
But yeah, But yeah, that's
well, maybe we'll find some resources for you, dog, because it sounds like you're still needing to work through a couple things.
absolutely. I mean,
and in a group of people with like 15 strangers watching,
like,
may not be, and a
Mikey,
group of us online.
Mikey,
And hey, dog, you gotta let me talk here,
Mikey. I'm listening
dude.
to you. Once religion,
you can't talk. You can't listen while I'm talking, and you're talking at the same time. It doesn't work at StreamYard. So just hang on a sec. It's not that you're a bummer. It's that this sounds like it's real for you, and then maybe we should do this like for real. Like maybe you should have that conversation for real. And this, we're kind of in a jokey kind of like Star Wars dick joke kind of mood. Maybe we won't be as receptive as we need to be to you. So maybe we should do this another time.
You know what I mean? Start the Star Wars-y joke.
Yeah, what's the deal with Star Wars? Am I right?
Yeah, I mean laser swords. That's a thing. That is a thing.
What's this? Just running under 12 parsecs, dude. The thing.
Mikey,
that guy made.
I see your Schwartz is bigger than my Schwartz.
You were looking for.
That is a false gospel. That's Spaceballs.
Oh,
that's the Book of Mormon to the Star Wars canon.
Golden tablets, indeed.
Yeah.
Golden C-3POs.
Is this the Temple of Doom? It ain't Temple Bethel. Mel Brooks was a genius. It's absolute genius.
100%. Actually, you know what? Why don't we give Mel Brooks like the next Star Wars sequel? Because the hell not at this point?
Like at this point, they might as well give it to Reddit.
Oh shit! No,
I feel like Reddit would make a better Star Wars movie than.
That's the thing. You think that, but
you can't. No,
it would. No,
it'd be fine. It can't be worse.
Yes, it can.
It could be so much worse.
It can be
much
worse. It can.
They've kind of. Jumped all the sharks.
Brooks. I'm sorry, Mikey. Go ahead.
I'm just saying all the sharks have been jumped. Like it's all they've broken all the rules at this point. So whatever. Jar Jar Binks is the new emperor. Whatever.
Okay, I'm down for that. Actually,
Mel Brooks anticipated Marjorie Taylor Greene and Jewish space landers by decades.
Maybe that's where she got it from. Maybe Mel Brooks.
I don't know.
Maybe Mel Brooks is Q. Boom, solved it.
You did it, Reddit. We did it here. We didn't even need you.
Yeah, Reddit, you're useless. Go home, Reddit. You're drunk.
Well, that's a given.
It is Thursday after all.
It is.
Gotta finish this box of wine from my stories. Come on.
I'm actually still working through the plethora of Star Wars foisted on me because at this point, like I get it. It's a little much right now, but I still have to consume it because that's where I'm at in life. I don't know what that says about me.
I just take it and I'm happy.
Yeah.
What's your point on the Mandalorian? What do you think about that?
Still haven't finished the latest season. I need to.
I need to catch up on that.
No need to. Let me tell you from minute one, it's a guy who finds a baby Yoda and he goes to a planet, wherever it is. He'll palm that baby off to an unknown babysitter.
Mar-a-Lago.
And then he'll go off and do his bit and come back and see. Plus, the baby Yoda will eat anything. But it's just the same show every single week. I've never seen anything do it.
So is Quantum Leap, really. It was the same show every week. The guy just jumps.
This is basically Johnny and Red in space. There we go.
It was like
off to there.
It was like every week there was a misunderstanding on Three's Company. I mean,
Yep.
You know, they kept
Mr.
doing
Magoo.
fucking sketches on SNL. They fucking kept
Danny and Rev in space.
My favorite
Palm the
sitcom
kids off
plot.
palm the kid off on whatever. Doesn't matter. This guy could have scars and whatever. Just take Baby Yoda. I'm going to do my thing, and that's it. Every week, it's the same show.
My favorite sitcom plot of all time was the very last season of Full House, where there was like Michelle comes home with a donkey. You can look this up. Michelle comes home with a donkey who won't shut up unless Uncle Jesse keeps singing part of the Three's Company theme song to it, like day and night. That's the entire plot of the episode. It makes no sense. The writers clearly had given up because they knew they were fired anyway, and it is glorious. Like, it is just that amazing.
You sound. My wife is a huge Full House fan. Like, she spots which one's Mary Kate and which one's Ashley when they swap places throughout the episodes. Like, I'm like, you can't tell. She's like, no, that's Mary Kate for sure, 100%. I'm like, you're sure? How do you know? She's like, she looks different. I'm like, the fuck, they don't. They're fucking the same thing. But
ask her about that episode and watch her, watch her eyes just kind of, get furious.
Because it was on like Paramount or whatever. So she's watching. I walk through the room and I'm peek over. It's the fucking Aunt Becky episode where she fucking lies to get the kids in the fucking kindergarten. To get the
yeah.
And I'm like, that's what she fucking did. That's what they fucking did in real life. She fucking colluded and fucking spent that $40,000 whatever to fucking get her kids into college. I was like, you took it from a fucking Full House episode.
Wow.
She's like, hold on, this might work.
Here's my thing: if you live your life based on the plots of the shitty sitcom that you started and everything, you might want to rethink some of your life decisions.
Or she's out there with a donkey somewhere trying to get the king of the Greeks to fucking sing to it.
Yes.
See, Brit shows are a season for them is 6 shows. If it's a comedy, it's a 6 half-hour shows. If it's a drama, it's 6 1-hour shows. In America, it's normally like 24 shows.
Because we give you freedom.
It was boredom because you bore yourselves because every 10 shows you'll always have a flashback show. It just goes back to the old show.
I think someone's just jealous our version of The Office was better.
But to be fair, huh? What you say, Mikey?
I think you're just jealous our version of The Office was better.
Yeah, well, the British show is the original, but I have to admit I do like a lot of American shows. I do like I like Scrubs. I love Scrubs.
I can't do this all on my own. No.
What shows were taken from the UK to America that do you hate?
Huh?
What shows originated in the UK and then were redone or taken to America?
Oh, Red Dwarf all day long.
Oh yes, that's
Red
exactly
Dwarf
where I was
all
going.
day long.
Way outside, no kind of atmosphere.
Honeyman, am I
Which
wrong?
one is that?
The American version.
Okay,
is so bad.
first of all, there was only ever one episode.
Yes, the pilot, but yes,
And that was it.
bad.
That's all we needed, really.
Yeah,
It was
We
was
just want to be
terrible.
on the leaderboard.
Yeah, and there's a
Not the
reason
top
for
there.
that because it was awful.
I don't think I remember it. What was it called?
It was
Red
made
Dwarf.
for British television.
There's like 13
British one is
seasons of the
fantastic.
American one.
See, nowadays, like America and British and China, wherever it comes from, they try to attract a worldwide audience because of Netflix and Prime Video and Sky and
Because they are worldwide.
YouTube. Everyone's trying to make their shows more worldwide, which is
Yeah, internet.
it's actually hard work because you got to deal with all like the wokeness of America and the unwokeness of the Brits, where it is hard work. I can imagine. I'm just going to shovel shit for the rest of my life rather than get into the media industry. I can understand why people do that, but
I don't know. It's not too hard to navigate the wokeness of America. Just don't be an asshole and you won't get canceled. It's real simple. The rules are easy for everyone to understand. Don't be a dick or we'll come for you.
Well, yeah, that's the typical American format of it. That doesn't work across the world, Mikey.
You don't attack people weaker than you, or else we will attack you in hordes on social media. We will swarm your pages and shut you down.
Doesn't want us to attack anybody.
I'm so sorry, Stephen. I'm so sorry.
Wokeness is basically.
Oh, that fucking algorithm! Oh man, what a disaster!
Basically, gay trumpet.
Hey, Stephen, me too, and I'm here now. I don't even.
You want to invite
You come be a guest on the show, there, Stephen.
Well, there you go.
But the best Canadian show on planet Earth is South Park.
Not Canadian.
Canadian.
Not Canadian. No, I was going to say that's not Canadian.
Swing and a miss.
Blame Canada.
But you know what? That American show, Letterkenny, holy shit, that is.
Those Texans are really hilarious.
That's a Texas-sized Tim Forgan, buddy.
Space 1999.
Oh man, I got that wrong. I always thought it was Canadian.
Utah.
Well, then nothing comes good.
Why don't you marinate on that for a bit?
Apart from
hockey,
Carolyn.
Hockey Night in Canada, best Canadian show ever.
Yeah,
yeah.
One of these days, I will see it.
Oh, the red green show.
Hockey Night in Canada.
Red green.
Do you have any idea how hard it is to be a hockey fan in Alabama? By the way, it's not great.
Who's your team? Who do you even?
We do have a team. I shit you not.
Alabama has a team?
The Birmingham
Do
Bull.
you?
Yes, we do.
No shit.
That's not an NHL
team. NHL team.
Birmingham Bull.
I mean, it's minor league, but it's a team.
I bet you don't have pond hockey.
No, hell no, we don't. Like,
it's kind of hard to play on water.
Yeah,
I have played pond hockey before in Michigan, but yeah.
What is pond hockey?
yeah.
Pond hockey is just clear a space, and you go out there and shoot a puck around and blast people into snowbanks. It's all kinds of fun.
It is fun shit, yeah.
Yeah.
But no, I support the Colorado Avalanche, but the Nashville Predators are the closest NHL team to me, so I watch them too.
I almost wore my
real NHL teams aside from the original 5.
Oh, well, let's see. We have the Maple Leafs. You have the
You have the Maple Leafs. You have the Blackhawks. You have the Bruins. You have the
Canadians,
Red Wings. You have
Wings.
Les Habitants. And
the Oilers.
They're not original.
No, the Oilers weren't in there. And
I don't think the Habs actually are in there. They just tell them they are.
Les Habitants have to be in there, man.
They're one of the original 6. They
are.
Bless their hearts.
So being a Bostonian, or at least a native Bostonian, I am a Bruins fan.
I will say that Ray Borg did a whole lot more for the Avs than he did for. Okay, but anyway.
I bleed blue, in case anybody wants to know.
St. Louis. Do you know which team came into the league the same time as Vancouver?
The Blues.
No.
It was the only guess I had.
I should know this.
Canucks?
Blues were in like 2 years before.
Blackhawks.
No,
Blackhawks.
Come on, dude.
Blackhawks are original.
Blackhawks are the original.
Blackhawks are original 6, dude.
They're in there.
It wouldn't be the Senators, would it?
Not the Senators. Senators came way after. They came in the 90s.
Okay.
The late 80s, sorry.
Minnesota.
No, not Minnesota. Minnesota
Just tell
North
us.
It was
I
the
have no
Buffalo
idea.
Sabres.
Oh shit! Really? I didn't know that.
Oh shit! How about that?
Mighty
Buffalo
Ducks.
Sabres.
My
Neither
grandfather
one
was
of
a
us has won the
huge
fucking cup.
Bruins fan. My grandfather was nuts about the Boston Bruins.
Yeah, so was my uncle.
Gotta love living in Chicago. We were getting a cup every other year. It was fucking awesome.
Yeah, it was nice here.
Yeah, they're doing great nowadays, Mikey.
I mean, like it would be like the Hawks would win, and then the Sox would win, and then the Hawks would win, and then the Sox would win, and then the Bulls. Derrick Rose happened.
Yeah.
We got very sad.
We did get ripped off though. The year that we won the Super Bowl, 3 days after we win the Super Bowl, the space shuttle blows up.
85.
So the nation turned its attention off of our Super Bowl win.
Is
to
that
the one
that's
of the
back in
space
the
shuttle.
you guys had refrigerator playing for you, right?
And that's why that team never got to go to the White House to celebrate.
You have the Super Bowl, but at what price? At what
All
price?
Yeah, well,
Seriously,
That's the hole that Gotham needed, not the one that it deserved.
It's like you speak. It's like you all speaking in another language to me.
That was a fun year to win.
Remember when you asked me what language I spoke earlier, and I said American?
Yeah.
American football.
Shut up, Mikey. You know I love you already, mate. You're being a bellend now. That's British. You're a bellend in British.
Hey, I have countryship with you. I'm digging up all. I'm stepping on all toes and crumpets in this bitch. So I got
Crumpets.
Get your Vegemite out.
And I was born in Newmarket, so booyah.
Where's that at?
It's in Suffolk. It's way out where no one cares.
I live in Norfolk, just north of Newmarket.
I'm pretty sure I was born in the actual stables in Newmarket. There's that.
Well, you got that horsey look about you.
Stable?
Yeah, that's where the Queen keeps her horses. It's the whole thing.
It's a whole.
No, Norfolk and Suffolk joint counties, let's say.
Well, yeah, I mean, between Norfolk and Suffolk, like England has at least 2 fucks to give. So,
Hey, Crystal, you go tell I got cookies to come on my fucking show. I keep trying to get them on my show.
There's an old Navy tune about Norfolk, Virginia. We don't drink or fuck or swear. Or, I'm sorry. We don't drink or smoke or swear, nor fuck, nor fuck.
Oh, I thought you were singing that song from Meatballs.
No.
That's the hell is Meatballs?
Nor fuck.
What the hell is Meatballs?
You haven't seen the movie Meatballs with Bill Murray? He's a camp counselor.
No.
Yeah, it's a funny movie, dude.
It's fun.
And the guy wakes up out on the water.
They put I love the ending when they put the leader guy out in the fucking lake. He put his bed out there, and then he wakes up. He wakes
up.
The lake.
Yeah.
and that's how Jason was born. Anyway.
Yeah, there you go, Jason Voorhees.
Cinematic universe. Which that's been my whole thing. Speaking of sitcoms earlier, that's been my whole thing. What if Carl Winslow from Family Matters was actually, what if he was actually in the witness protection program from the events of Nakatomi Plaza? That means that Steve Urkel and John McClane exist in the same cinematic universe. Mind?
Yeah, I've read that someplace. That's out there someplace. That theory.
I read that too.
It's not a theory.
It is a theory. There's more than one definition of things.
That's right.
Not that theory, the other theory.
The word theory, not the scientific. Sorry.
It's like organic. Here we go again.
It's not like the theory of evolution. This one's true. Okay. I'm kidding. Don't kill me.
All right. How about the conspiracy then? Would you rather have you use that word? The conspiracies out there. There you go.
Conspiracy, the idea.
So terrible.
Profound silence.
Yeah.
Sorry, I got caught up reading the chat.
Yeah, he was a cop at Pound
Never
Bears.
read
That's what
the
I'm saying.
chat.
Yeah.
Never read the chat. Never.
Hard to read the chat. My mic's right in the way of the chat, so it's hard for me to read the chat.
Plus, you're like, fuck, you just did hot knives too, so you probably can't.
Oh yeah,
see
I'm pretty
everything.
fucking stoned.
Yeah, well, you know.
I sent
Actually,
oh, go ahead.
I'm not even kidding. Now, due to the shiny happy people thing, I have an IMDb credit, and I haven't seen like how many degrees separate I am from Kevin Bacon now. So I should probably like.
I don't know how. I have an IMDb credit for the Transatlantic Call-In show, which is
sweet,
actually. Which
Really?
is really weird. I was like, yeah,
yeah.
really. It's
I have one
bizarre.
too.
I have a question.
Huh?
I have one too.
Chad, have you seen the movie Bubble Boy?
Yes, it's been a while, but yeah.
And like, if spoiler alert for everybody who hasn't seen this, 25-year-old Jake Gyllenhaal satire, I guess is the best name for it.
Yeah.
Are the bright and shiny people the bright and shiny people?
They could be. They could be indeed.
As soon as you said like shiny happy people, I was like, did they? Because like all right, premise of the thing, the kid's put in a bubble. He's totally doesn't have any immunities against germs, so he's got to stay in the house. Real talk, his mom's a hyper fundamentalist Christian, and she wants to protect him from everybody because she's crazy. He makes himself a bubble and goes to go after the girl he loves. And on his journey to find the love of his life, he just runs into all these other different people who are other kinds of fundamentalists. And it is hilarious. One of it's like a bus that pulls up alongside of him, just like squit, 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 squit in his little fucking air bubble that he's walking around in.
They all think you're talking about the John Travolta movie. That's Boy in a Plastic Bubble. That's from the 70s.
Yeah.
No. Bubble Boy,
Yeah.
Jake Gyllenhaal.
It's making fun of that John Travolta movie too.
Is it?
It kind of is, yeah.
To be fair, it's easy to make fun of most John Travolta movies, especially. To be fair,
it is John Travolta after all.
He actually filmed the movie here in Birmingham recently. It sucked.
As soon as you started talking about the shiny people, I was like, "Oh my goodness, is this them? Is that the people?"
For whatever reason, and we had like no input on the naming of it or whatever, but they decided to name it after the REM song, and also too, and I probably should have mentioned this in the interview as well. They wanted to tie it to the Duggar family of 19 Kids and Counting because they were in the same cult. So
yeah, they were, and oh god,
it was bad.
They're great.
Yeah, but before anybody asks, no, I never met them. Or if I did, I really didn't notice because there were a lot of people at those conferences we went to, and to see a family with 19 people was pretty usual. You're like, oh, cool. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You saw a lot of like fucking families,
1,000 people.
Yeah,
right.
And that was one family.
We just had two members of the two branches of this family tree come over. The auditorium was packed to capacity.
It almost was, actually.
People standing in the hallway.
And we actually used to hold a lot of our conferences at the University of Tennessee in their basketball stadium, and we'd fill that motherfucker up, like seriously.
15,000 people.
Yeah, it was a lot.
Sorry for this serious moment, but Mike Johnson.
Oh yeah,
MAGA Mike.
He ought to have a nickname, Big. But his whole thing is like, his whole anti-abortion tip is, well, we're depopulating the it's like, dude.
Oh, I still love the whole thing with his son. Like that to me, I was like, as soon as he said that, I was like, yep, I know exactly what he's talking about, because a lot of the places and the cult itself use that shit. Like one of the same college I considered going to that had the swear box on the TVs, they actually would require every student to install that porn monitoring thing on their computers and have the university as their accountability partner. So basically, all your websites would be reported back to the dean.
That whole accountability partner thing is also disgusting. It's like,
right?
Yeah.
Hell?
Sure, that works on an incognito tab.
Well, as Josh Duggar figured out,
yes, what are you doing?
It doesn't
He's
work on
just
Linux.
DM, and he's like,
Yeah,
I'm tempted. I'm about to. Don't.
What are you gonna do? Call him? Don't call
It's
your
like
kid.
digital cock blocking. It's ridiculous. It's the stupidest thing ever.
Like if I know that my kid's like masturbating, I'm not calling them.
Yeah.
What if they accidentally answer? Oh, that's nightmare fuel for both.
What
of
are
us.
you doing? Oh, I'm checking my sock drawer. Like, what the fuck?
Of course, you could always like check and make sure, like, oh, did they find anything good? I mean, okay,
right. Like, dude, send the link, bro.
Yeah.
You keep talking about it. Send the link. Stop telling Jimmy about it and send the fucking link over. I mean,
yeah. I mean, hey, what?
I'm not reading your text.
You brought it. Aren't you gonna share it with the rest of the kids?
And why are you watching the British Broadcasting Channel all the time? What the fuck is that?
BBC One.
What is all that about?
Oh, Mikey, come on. Stop your
Why do you
racism.
keep watching it?
What's up with you?
Just watch it so much.
Stop with your Brit racism. What is up with you, dude?
Brit racism.
Can I just say as well?
I got the
Can I
DNA,
just
brother.
digress
I'm one of you.
This conversation and just say that
Hey,
I've never
BBC
seen
makes
a
some good
shiny,
shit.
happy person in my
The
life.
fuck you think Red Dwarf came from, for crying out
But
loud?
I've never
I
been
watch
to-
a lot of BBC.
I've never been to California, so I've never seen a shiny, happy person in my life. So REM can go suck a dick.
Lord.
They're from fucking Georgia, man. What are you talking about?
REM catching strays over here. Like what?
Everybody else is their best song. We know that, but yeah, no.
I
Shiny,
knew you would
happy
like that
people,
song.
No, they don't exist, and unless they're saying
I'm
aliens,
shiny and happy.
or they live in
How
California.
fucking dare you? I'm shining like a motherfucker. Look at me.
Yeah, you're a Brit racist. Shut your fuck up.
I'm British, mug. What part of that did you miss? I literally am a quarter British.
Wow, a quarter British.
Yes,
All
I have a
right.
British grandparent.
Okay.
Does that count for me to get into your magical kingdom?
All right, there, mate. You can get in here. No worries.
Magical kingdom. Well, ever
I'm
since
part
Brexit,
English
I can't do that.
and part Welsh. So there you go.
Oh no, the confusing bit
all-
at the bottom.
We're all part of
Really
something. This is what I don't get about the
Yeah,
planet
I'm also
these
part
days.
Italian and part French. So go figure it out.
Attacking everybody and each other, and all the wars going on. at the
Okay,
moment.
dog.
All that-
I gotta tell you this. All you need to do is go back 30 generations of humans to realize that we are all related.
Absolutely.
Every
Gross, gross, dude. I'm
He's only the
married,
dummy
dude. I have a
person.
kid,
Yep.
dude. Gross, dude.
And you're all related.
Oh no,
We're all
dude.
related.
Fuck, dude. Now
Just
you're
like-
telling
Hey,
me.
cousins.
This
Online.
is original sin for atheists, apparently.
yeah. Yeah.
What the hell?
Little
I did that
late,
same
Neil.
DNA test, and they just sent me like some saltines and some Ritz and some club, and I'm just like, I don't get it. Anyway,
Chad, you related
the
to a
Ritz.
fish. End of story.
that's
Wait,
true.
were they the cheese Ritz? Or
Mm. Little peanut butter on a Ritz. Hey man, you in good company right there. The peanut butter Ritz action
Yeah, that works.
after
Jesus.
school. Oh my god.
Now I'm hungry. Fuck you.
Peak fucking
hungry.
cuisine.
Not me.
Well, kids, we've gone the hour and a half. So,
Hell yeah.
1.5.
It's time for this fella here, this guy right here, to go to bed because I have to get up for work at 4 in the fucking morning. So
3-day weekend here. By the way, thank you so much. It's been a pleasure meeting you all. Thank you so much for having me.
You're really
awesome
cool.
having you on.
Yeah.
Chad, you're awesome.
You're a cool dude.
Yeah, Chad. We
You
share.
were shiny, you were happy, and you were people.
I'm mad, pissed, and barely.
I will be putting out a thank you tweet, Chad, so watch for that as well. So.
Absolutely.
And thanks to everyone out there in Chatland, over on Twitch and here on YouTube. Or actually, we're both here on Twitch and here on YouTube. So
we are omnipresent.
We are
more so than God.
Literally.
Did you know that nowhere in the Bible does it say he's either omnipresent, omnipotent, or omniscient? Nowhere in the Bible.
It's inferred.
It's not.
You gotta read between the lines.
He can't be omnipotent because he has his ass kicked by other gods and he loses to iron chariots. He can't be omnipresent because he asks questions like, "Hey, where are you?" kind of thing. And he can't be omniscient because he would be able to predict things that were coming up. Yet he went ahead and did a bunch of shit that he create people that would end up as atheists. Like, no, it doesn't work that way. He would have known.
And he made mosquitoes.
Are you a disbeliever of the Lord God Ken Ham?
Oh yeah. Anyway, also
I believe he's canned ham.
Canned ham.
I believe the guy's an asshole.
Fair enough.
Well, everybody's got one. So
sure,
there you go.
True. Some stink more than others. Anyway, thanks to our amazing patrons and members. We couldn't do the show without you guys. If you're interested in becoming either one, there are ways to do so. Link below. Yeah, I guess that's about it. If you dig all the tunes that you hear at the beginning of the shows, you can definitely check out my SoundCloud and Mikey's SoundCloud, which are also linked below.
Small
and if
message.
you missed the original interview,
small message. A certain young African-American gentleman with glasses hit me up for beats yesterday. So he has a new project coming out.
Oh, cool.
And it's not bars.
Okay.
Because it's Atheist.
Because it's Atheist.
Atheist.
Yeah.
Awesome. I like his stuff too.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, where the hell was I?
Oh,
we're on the last one. Carl Sagan.
Oh, yeah. No. If you missed the interview with Chad, there's a link to it below, and you can go and find his links over there as well. And like I always say at the end of the after parties, like the late, great Carl Sagan once said, extraordinary claims require extraordinary evidence. And we'll see you guys on Saturday.
Saturday in the park. I think it was the 4th of July.
I can't sing. See ya.
Bye.
Where's Randolph